Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
There we go. I like it. Nice. Thank you, sir. Alright. Hopefully that's going to be the glitch today. Hopefully. Thanks for the tech support, Ben. Confirming that we do have audio, and welcome to Xenoblade Chronicles X, everybody. I got a little bit of grinding, as you can see. My character looks a little bit more upgraded than he did the last time I was playing. Oh, right on. I mean, you can do what you want to do, Ben. I'm not holding you hostage, brother. But I appreciate it. We're glad to have you here today, as always. Alright. Right, I can't complain about this either. This was a spur of the moment. Oh, too tired to stream? Fair enough. I feel that. You know, people don't realize that it takes a lot. It's not just sitting there playing video games, you know. If it was just playing video games, everybody'd be doing it and have thousands of subscribers. I've seen some people that make it look like it is just playing video games. Yesterday, like, I checked in on somebody's stream for the first time. I was like, all right, let's go see what they're streaming today. And I swear to God, he was hammered, just railing on about, like, Jesus or whatever. And I was like, I'm going to slowly back out like the Homer Simpson meme. Hey, Anderson, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you. Oh yeah, he was rattling on about Jesus and all this stuff, and then the screen went blank. So I swear to God, the screen just went blank, and it was just like some fucking sermon was going on to a black screen, and I was like, all right, I think I'm at the wrong place right now. I mean, I'm all for, you know, some Jesus. I'm sure I need some Jesus. Look, I got the Pro Controller now. The battery on the tablet for my Wii U controller, it lasts like 3 minutes. So I have to have it sitting next to me for the map. Because the map doesn't show up anywhere but on the screen. It's like, wow, no wonder this thing flopped. Like, the Zombie U game had some really good ideas on what to use with this damn thing. But that's really the only thing that did. So what do you guys think? Should I explore or just do story missions? I know we want to get to the point where we can get the big robots. It's kind of the big draw of this game, is that you get to fight in like giant robot mechs eventually. So I think that's what we'll do, is we'll probably push to try and get into the Skells, as they call them. And then once we can do that, the game's pretty wide open and you can pick where you want to go from there. Hey, Jerg. Thank you, sir, for stopping in. I appreciate you being here this afternoon now. Show everybody that I did get my Homer Simpson donut this morning. Definitely make a smoothie, Ben. I got mine over there. But now that I bought a portable USB-C monitor. I absolutely recommend, if you stream, you get one of these little monitors. Because now it's perfect. I can literally have everything stream related on a separate display right under me now. And then like the camera and everything sitting up on my main display up here, so It was like 89 bucks or something like that at Best Buy. I recommend it. It's already made things a hell of a lot easier than it was. You didn't get your dark chocolate today, Ben? That's what you need to do. You need to create an Amazon wish list, Ben. Hear me out. Create an Amazon wish list, and that means you don't have to give people your address or anything. And they can literally just like buy what's on that wish list, and it'll get sent to your house. I mean, think of it. You would have an endless supply. I guarantee you, if you did that, you'd probably get an endless supply of cat treats and dark chocolate. You should do it. I guarantee you, all week, people would just be sending me that shit. Cat treats and dark chocolate. You might need a new laptop. We're all debating that in your chat. You at least need to make sure that your computer has USB-C. Because you might have problems with your capture card eventually. It would eventually add up, right? But no, seriously, your capture card, I was thinking that's the older capture card. And it's not like a shitty oh, thanks for hitting the like. Definitely don't forget the like. But it's not a bad capture card. It just might end up causing problems. Like, there could be problems. It's only because it's one of the older ones.
I see.
Yes, thank you very, 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 very much, Jerk, for hitting the like button. I used to have a little like guy that was animated. Oh, right? Yeah, I mean, if for free, you can't complain at all. Definitely not saying that it was a waste. But later on and down the line, could be. Just saying. Because I think that one might only go up to 7, whatever it is, 720 or whatever. But hell, if you don't have a USB-C port on your computer, then you probably got the right one anyway. Alright, just accepting some missions before we leave this town. That way there's more than one thing to do once we get out there. Yeah, I got mine from a pawn shop. It's called Disc Replay over here. I don't know if you've got them over there, but over here it's just kind of like a... It's smaller than GameStop, but it's more than just one store. And I got this, I think it was like $100 for like the brand new, kind of like you, like somebody probably had it and then they got tired of streaming, you know, like it didn't work out. They realized, wow, it takes a lot of work to be a streamer, and they took the fucking thing back. And so I pretty much got a brand new one for like half the price. Downloaded Mother 1, 2, and 3 translated for GBA. And they have achievements, nice. They are fun games. Here's the thing. Like, it's super cool to see like an old classic JRPG where you have like an ATM card and a baseball bat and a yo-yo and all kinds of like modern real life day shit. Like, I love that. Like, that was the coolest thing. And, like, I'm nostalgia as hell about Mother. But I get to, like, the third town in that game every time, and I just stop playing. I stop caring about it. See, that's what we'll get eventually. We'll get to fly around in these cool things. We'll get to, like, you get to customize them and everything. Sorry to stop my Mother rant. But I love the game. Like, I play it, and there's just something about the bland battle system. I think the N64 one got scrapped, if I'm not misremembering that. I mean, hopefully you'll get into it and you'll like it a hell of a lot more than I did. I really, really, really do hope. But for me, it just comes down to the battle system is so bland. And I don't know. Like, the coolest thing that happens in it, like, battle-wise, is that you'll see, like, it gets all, like, psychedelic and crazy, like, backgrounds and stuff. I don't know. Maybe you'll like it more than I did. Yeah, you know what? It is definitely a story that's worth going and seeing. I will definitely give it that. I think that what happened, though, is there was always, like, more interesting looking RPGs that were out at that point. You know, if I had to guess. I remember my friend had it. He came to school with the strategy guide. And I was blown away at, like, every little, like, detail in that strategy guide. It was one of the better just official Nintendo strategy guides that they ever came out with. And yeah, that's the thing for me is, like, you spend most of the time in an RPG fighting. So if I'm not enjoying that or, like, invested in the battle system, I just can't stick with it. And it's not even, like, a conscious decision to be like, okay, screw this game. Oh, shit, I fucked up. I didn't bring my party with me. I just realized I've been going solo this whole time. Oops. I think I need to go back to the base. That wasn't good. Hey, Retro, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. No, this has the Wii U. I got the Wii U Pro controller, so there's no need for motion controls in this. And even Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii U doesn't require that you use motion control. Oh man, still sick. Oh, that sucks. I've been feeling a little bit better. I've just been fighting through it. I've had like a stomach bug or something. Yeah, this guy should just let him kill me. Because I'm not going to get back to the base fast enough, I don't think. Let's see. Well, hopefully you do feel better, Retro. Right. No, this is a game where you go solo and you're going to get stomped pretty quickly. Let's go back to here. Alright, so there we go. Yeah, it's easy to get lost in this place because the map is so freaking small up there in the top. Unless you're using the tablet controller. That's probably the downside to the Pro controller. Because you do need the map for this. Because you're constantly finding like quadrants. It's got like honeycomb shape on the map. And that's kind of like your fast travel. You don't necessarily unlock like specific areas that you fast travel, but there's quadrants on the map that like you kind of like take them over. There's like a certain spot where you've got to get to it and then do like a quick time event. There we go. I'm getting close to Saturday was the worst. Oh, well, I'm sorry about that, Retro. Definitely don't like hearing that people are getting sick. Alright. So is everybody having a good day so far? I know for me, I just got out of bed. Ben's probably halfway through it, at least. Alright. Where Did I even have to come all the way back here for that? Yeah, okay. I could have swore they were supposed to give you party members. I'm not sure if I gotta go back to the barracks or what for that. There's a ton of freaking missions. We'll start out with all the 1 stars. Just to get them all accepted. Because you probably do a lot of those naturally. Just by walking around. I did play Monster Hunter Tri. That was actually the first one I got really super far in. And that was on the Wii U, yeah. Actually, that was like the first game. Because I bought the Wii U for my daughter. And then that game came out, and I was like, hey, you know what? I think I like that game. I actually set it up like the night before Christmas and was like grinding out new Super Mario Brothers Wii U. And then she woke up, and I had to like cover it up really fast. Like, hey, what are you doing? Because kids can't sleep on Christmas. I miss that, being so damn excited on Christmas. Yeah, we want her on the team. That's what we were trying to do. Nice. No. Confirm changes. There we go. What? Yeah, did you download that for the DS? What is that? Is that a DS game? Yeah. I think Monster, because there's a DS and there's a Wii U, I thought. Oh, it's the same thing for the Lunar New Year, right? It's like, oh my god, I can't sleep. Too excited. I think that's the worst thing about being an adult, is there's just nothing like that anymore. I guess like a vacation. Like I look forward to a vacation more than anything else. I think we'll mess with all of that off stream, but I do need to sell some stuff. Just about everything I have right now is just useless. Not worth having around. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I think I'll keep that one. I think that's like one of my newest ones. Get rid of that. That's probably the worst part about RPGs. It'd be nice if there was a quicker way. Well, I guess nowadays they do have a lot of modern convenience where you can just mark something as junk as you pick it up. Like, you know what? That's the telltale sign, everybody. If you don't have modern day conveniences, it's a retro game. We were trying to decide if the Wii U is a retro console or not. I'm going to go ahead and say, if you play games like this and there's no modern day conveniences, it's a retro game. Or maybe retro could be the determining factor if it's retro or not. We play inside and outside with kids in our families and kids in neighborhood. Right on. Yeah, I feel like if it's 2 generations ago, I think you get to call it a retro console. I don't have the skill to open that one. Alright, let's get out into the world and kill some stuff. change the color of retro. You can do that. I didn't even know you could do that. You need to make a video about that so I can know how to do that now, Ben. Is it just like a light mode and dark mode, or can you actually apply like skins? I used to love doing that way back in the day. There was on Mac, there was a program called Kaleidoscope, and then on PC, there was a program called Window Blinds, and it allowed you to just like change the entire interface of the operating system. They don't do that anymore. Oh, you can make it different colors. Nice. Yeah, like, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Hackers, but like you could do some crazy stuff, like change the whole window. You could make the window look like it was like steampunk, or like if you've ever seen the menus in like Warcraft back in the day, you could make like all the windows that you open in like the taskbar look like it was like Warcraft and all bloody and stuff. That used to be my favorite thing. Yeah, change like right. That's exactly it. Like, there was just like themes. It was called Window Blinds. That was like the one main application that you could download, like different themes for, and you could quickly switch them and kind of like modify. You could like blend two different themes together. I think that was probably the coolest part about it, is that you weren't stuck to just like a single theme. Alright, install data probe. I think I need a touch screen for this now. Actually. Hold on, what do we gotta do? Install data probe at FN, then change it to a mining probe. How do I do this? I thought you just had to come here. So yeah, having everything on this little tablet isn't the greatest idea either, is it? Where am I on this map? Sorry. Hold, please. Trying to figure this stupid shit out. It's like, why does it have me in the city? So, Primidia. Alright, the East Gate. We want FN site 114. It's supposed to be right here. There it is. Change probe. Mining probe. Confirm change. Hey! There we go. Alright. Install data probe at FN site 112. I don't think I've gotten there yet. So that's 116. Alright, so I think we got to go to these yellow arrows up. Sorry, we're back. Hi there, Jonas. Thanks for stopping in, Jonas. Sorry, I was trying to figure out what I was supposed to be doing back there. Alright, I think there's two of us. I think we could take this guy. So what does this game remind you of? For me, I think it always brings back like Phantasy Star Online. When I see like giant enemies like this, it's kind of Phantasy Star Online and Monster Hunter. Come on. There we go. Yeah, definitely. And later on, it's gonna get like a lot more diverse areas. The one you're gonna be playing, Ben, just regular Xenoblade Chronicles. Wait till you see what the world is. Like, I don't even want to spoil it to you because it's so batshit crazy. But like, the world that you're on and you exist in Xenoblade Chronicles is not just like a round sphere hovering in space. Let me just put it that way. Like the quote-unquote planet that you're on in that game. Like, wait till you see what that is. What's that? I don't know if you've seen it yet, but it's freaking insane. No, it's not a donut. Even crazier. Like, if you guessed, I'd be like completely fucking surprised. I really don't even think it's possible for anybody to guess without like looking it up. It's like so off the charts fucking crazy. Oh, there was my first fucking. I tried not to. This is a pretty badass sword I got going on right now though, huh? Boom. That's why you don't mess with us, dude. Now there's two of us. Not so scared anymore. Look at that guy's got balls under his chin. You see that? He legitimately has balls under his chin. Tell me that ain't balls under that thing's chin. Yeah, you can play soccer with those. A donut, threat, defo problems. If that beast is in the bed. Look at that. That guy's got balls just fucking dangling underneath his beak. They definitely don't make it obvious like where to go and what to do when it comes to this freaking map. Hey, there's Nathan. Good old American name in a JRPG, huh? Oh my god, the new... Yeah, right? This is miles. Ben, it's not even fair to compare the two. It really isn't. Like, Pokemon just seems like they gave up and they were like, oh, hell with it. What does it matter? People are going to buy this shit anyway. Seriously. Sword and Shield didn't suck. But I can't even play Violet. Right? This is cartoony, but it looks good. Like there's not a windmill in the background of this that's going at like 5 frames a second as the windmill spins. Have you seen that video? That was going around the internet for a while when the game first came out. It literally looked like a freaking slideshow in the background of a Pokemon game. You know, like a Pokemon game was stressing out the Switch so much that it looked like a freaking slideshow at 720p or whatever. Like, I think it was time for a new Switch. Oh, bye later, Retro. Take care. Feel better, Retro. Oh yeah, the windmill in the Pokemon game is hilarious. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. The way you threw them out and they came back was just like, what is this? And then they got the nerve to go after like Pal World for doing it right. I think that's what sucks the most about Nintendo. Is they'll shut something down that somebody else is doing, but they won't take the idea and then say, okay, well, if we're not going to let you do this, we'll at least implement it into our game or something. It's like there can be room, like Pokemon's so big right now that some little indie developer or small company isn't going to just come in and wipe it out because, oh, we copied Pokemon and we just took down. That ain't going to happen. I still think that Pokemon, I think you're playing the best version of Pokemon right now, Ben. It's just plain, it's straight up, let's catch Pokemon. I don't think it gets better than Gen 1. I mean, I guess there's cooler story Pokemon, we'll call them, in the new games than there were in Gen 1. But that's really like the only thing they've got going right now. Like, I don't know, Mewtwo's still freaking super cool. Yeah, I feel like every time I see a new Pokemon, it's like, okay, that's either just a rehashed Pokemon, you know, that okay, this is now the fire monkey. Well, now that's the fire pig. You know, I think that's the newest one, is there's like a fire pig. And like, big fucking deal, man. It's still just the same thing. And then, I think the biggest problem with Pokemon right now, the legit absolute biggest problem with Pokemon, is that like there's 1,000 Pokemon, but there's no reason to not just have like your fire Pokemon, your water Pokemon, you know, like there's gonna be all the same moves and everything like that available to all of them. So it really doesn't matter which one you go with, as far as like, okay, I just like the way this one looks. You know, that's really the only reason to pick a Pokemon anymore, because there's so many of them that there's not like I like Dragonite. Like, that was my favorite. Oh, hey Max, how you doing? Yeah, Persona is... well, I don't know, it's weird because I think Persona may have came out before Pokemon. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it lines up where those two came out pretty close together, maybe, and I think Persona may have been first. I remember there was like that Joker character in the original Persona, or like I think maybe Persona 2. I can't remember which one it was, but he used to have that like crazy Joker character. I absolutely love that. Yeah, Shin Megami Tensei. Shin Megami Tensei? Something like that. My Japanese is horrible. Trying to figure out which one was just that mission I was doing with the mining. That's before Pokemon as well as Persona. Right, I gotcha. I gotcha. So where is all of that mining stuff that I was supposed to be doing? Mining probe, research probe, storage. That's the rewards. Okay, it's this one. It's this one. It threw me off guard because I could only see there was like one destination on the map. Don't kill me, Mr. Giant Insect Crab fucking thing. Yeah, you can see on the enemies like that guy, those guys wouldn't fight me because they don't have the little red icon. They're basically just wild animals. So that's kind of what tells you what animals are safe to run by. Is some of them will have an icon over their head that it'll look like a red eyeball. That means if it sees you, it's going to attack you on sight. And some of them have, they're like rare special versions of the monster. And you'll see that they'll have like a special icon next to their level up there. Like above that monster, it says level 9. Hey, you know what? Maybe. Right? Yeah, Phantasy Star Online is what it makes me think of, Max. It's just the art style is so far Phantasy Star. Did you ever play Xenosaga or Xenogears? The two spiritual successors to this one? How about that little frame on my webcam feed, though? Tell me that ain't cool. If we get a new subscriber, we'll get to see that pop up all cool and shit, too. I've been wanting to test it out. Oh, yeah, you've played them all? Yep, that's what I love about ISOs and ROMs, man. Xenosaga, like the very first one, it took so long to get good, but eventually it did. Like the story was good from the start, but like the combat kind of, I don't know, it took a lot to getting used to for me at first. It just wasn't clicking like the other one did, right? Well, that's the thing with Xenogears. Like, Disc 2 of Xenogears is just freaking... I don't even know if I've ever seen anything that stupid in my life. Like, they took an RPG, you know, with like a world that you go in and you're doing all kinds of moving around from town to town. And then as soon as that game gets into Disc 2, it turns into like just a wall of text and some battles. It was like, what in the hell happened? Then you learn, you know, that they basically got told finish the game tomorrow and ship it. And that's pretty much what happened. Didn't get into Saga much because of the pacing, and I was excited to buy the first, but couldn't get into... Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I've done that with a lot of games. You know, and that's what's funny. You know what I love the most about shit like that? Is I'll go out and I'll buy a game, right? Like Donkey Kong Bonanza. I went out, I spent $70 on that game. And so do you think I get like some kind of enjoyment out of having to tell you it's kind of fucking childish and boring and all you do is just like walk up to things and go, ah, blah, blah, monkey, and fucking smash, and like that's the entire game. I mean, it's just like Mario Odyssey. You find a star or a banana everywhere you fucking go, and it's not hard at all. You just randomly stumble upon shit, and it's like, oh, banana! Like, again, it's not a bad game, but I don't find myself wanting to play it, like, at all. Yeah, the game was heavily censored. Right, the religious themes in the game deserves a proper remaster. That's what I'm saying. Of all the remasters and remakes that we've got of games that are fucking 3 years old, let's get a game like Xenogears remade with like a real budget, and what the hell would be wrong with that? Yeah, you like Odyssey, but they gave up Hiding Moons. Right. It was literally like, you know, you'd hit a block, and you'd be like, oh, is there going to be a mushroom? We shall be as God. You like Nier, huh? You know, you click on, or you'd hit a block, and you'd think, oh, is there going to be a mushroom in there? And then it's like a moon or whatever. And you're like, what the hell is that? Hey, your troopers, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Got more Xenoblade going.
Come on. You and me.
Come on.
I'll get the jump on them. Attack up close.
Yeah, that's why I'm glad I grabbed the missions before I left, because I knew we were going to run into some kind of collectible stuff like this where it was kill X amount.
Come on.
Took another run at Telethia yesterday. Oh yeah, how did that go for you? Like to see, yeah, I'd like to see the old Phantasy Star games too. Remake. Now, I would have rather see. I'm kind of in the minority there, Max, because I would have rather them just make Final Fantasy VII. You know, do a complete remake. Make it the exact same game, but just make it look incredible. That's what I wanted. The Final Fantasy VII that we got, or remake that we got, to me, just, I don't know. It ain't that. It ain't it for me. I've never liked the combat system in that. The original one and the second one. It just did not work for me. I mean, I liked seeing the story elements all redone. Oh, your augments just ain't quite there. Well, you'll get there. You'll get there. Don't mean a direct remake like Final Fantasy. Oh, graphic-wise. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I would just like to have, you know, modern-day graphics, modern-day combat. Well, I died. That's embarrassing. A little boy. See, that's what I'm saying. If I'd have came out here solo, I'd have never had a chance. Yeah, I'd rather see RPGs just get made with better graphics. I don't need this fake ass action combat. You know, if you're gonna make an action RPG, go all in and make a Soulsborne action RPG or whatever. You know, like go ahead and do that. I just feel like the Final Fantasy VII remake combat system just doesn't do anything interesting, in my opinion. I'll be happy with the Final Fantasy VII trilogy if they can stick a good Zack ending. Yeah, you know, I almost have a feeling like everybody's coming back or something. You know, like you're going to get some almost like Dissidia Final Fantasy type. Everybody's back fighting. You know, like I just even have a feeling Sephiroth is going to be a good guy or some shit like that. And you're going to end up forming like some crazy ass like Final Fantasy dream team. I just feel like that's where that's going. Right, that's why I'm kind of like just not paying attention to it. I'm just kind of saying, you know what? Final Fantasy VII Remake, it exists. It's out there. They've done it. I'm just... It definitely is not like taking over the canon, in my opinion. Hell no. It's kind of weird. I don't even look at them as remakes because they're kind of alternative. Yeah, that's it, too. I look at that as 100% an alternative timeline. To me, the only Final Fantasy VII is the PlayStation. Yep, the remakes are more like sequels in different universe. Leave Mickey Mouse out of my mid. Right. God, I hope that doesn't happen. Final Fantasy. What is. Yes, that's 8. That's my favorite. Final Fantasy 8 is actually my favorite Final Fantasy of all time. I just loved how you could, like, sculpt your characters. You know, like the junctioning and adding magic to your characters made it to where you could literally, like, build the character exactly as you wanted. You know, like every other Final Fantasy is like, okay, oh, I'm downloading it. Nice. Hell yeah. I think that one has, like, it's a twisted-ass time travel story. But if you squint really hard, it makes sense. Falling asleep, listening to the stream. My body spasm woke you up. Yeah, the Junction gave you a lot of creative freedom. Even though the summons are long, Final Fantasy VIII has the best summon. Yeah. Yeah, I love the summons. That to me was one of the best parts of Final Fantasy. Like I think I've said it before. My buddy showed me the Knights of the Round summon, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go get a PlayStation tomorrow. So on this one, install a probe, and then change to a mining probe, generation 1. So, gotta go to my map over here, change probe, mining, boom, there we go. Nice, so now we can warp back, because I don't think I want to run all the way back there. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Final Fantasy VIII is 4 full discs. That is correct. Used to watch your friend play Final Fantasy VIII hardcore and enjoy them, discovering the summons. Best graph. You're right. I mean, without a doubt. Like every time, like one of those FMVs would start up, I would like lose my shit. Like, oh my god, what is gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next? Right. Definitely one of the reasons why they didn't go onto the cartridge-based N64. That still bothers me that like Nintendo did that basically to stop piracy. And it did nothing. like think about it. N64 games still out there, still on the internet. They literally thought like, "Oh my god, CDs are getting pirated left and right. We can't go that route." Imagine if they would have come up with some crazy shit where you did like two discs or 2 cartridges. Like the lock-on technology. That's I mean shit, Sega basically did that with Sonic and Knuckles. Yeah, if in 64 UCD the games that look so much better because that blurry look is a lot of because of the compressed texture on the card. Right. Yeah, that's what's great about emulators is we get to see it in a better, even better than it was. Yes, Resident Evil 2 on Nintendo 64 like didn't make sense. Somebody did a really good video on YouTube actually about it being like the impossible port or whatever. That's a great watch. I can't remember whose video that is, but it's a really great watch. Isn't Donkey Kong 64 one of the bigger ones too? I want to say that one's pretty big. I saw another video that was talking about how the expansion pack really wasn't needed, and that it was almost like not like a DRM, but just like a way of like getting more money out of you, just with marketing. Yeah, they had Factor 5 create special music tools and save space. Sounds really close to the PlayStation. Yeah, shit. I remember playing it. It even has all like great voices, doesn't it? Isn't even the voice acting exactly like it was? Because that's the the biggest use of space on a cartridge or a disc is the freaking audio. Most of the time, you know, it's the voice acting and stuff like that. Yeah, I can't wait till we get our little mech, giant mech. Game gets a lot more fun when you're starting to customize those bad boys. I wonder. I think Ben wanted to see me take one of these down in the first stream. I think we're there. There we go. Oh no, no! I consider Conquer is one of the best looking games on the N64 and didn't use the RAM pack. It seemed mostly help optimize unoptimized games. Right. I think you're onto something there. I played Conquer the other day. I was seeing if I would want to do it on stream. I don't think I do. I don't think that's a stream game for me. I was getting aggravated. I'm sure it's a decent game. It was just driving me fucking nuts. Maybe it gets better, but it was just like a lot of backtracking. It was like I went and did this whole like area, solved everything, got a key, and then like I came out a door, and then it was like I was right back where I started, and it was like, what the hell just happened? There, we took him down. Boom. The controls definitely don't hold up. Reloaded version has better controls, but it's more censored. Now that's just stupid. Like, why would it be more censored? Like, we're playing that on not a Nintendo platform now, right? Because that's on Xbox, isn't it? Man, I'm loving having this external monitor underneath my gameplay. I'm not going to lie. Starts off as a scavenger hunt game, but becomes like a linear action game later. I mean, linear is not bad. And I think with maybe a platform game like that, that's probably for the better that it does kind of start getting more narrow and focused at the end, just because I don't know. I think Banjo's a great example of sometimes there can just be too much. Yeah, I was doing it all on one screen before, Ben, and oh my god, this is like a revelation. Like, why didn't I just drop the $80 sooner? Like, me, the channel, and everybody else would have been better off for it. Not sure because it was marked as uncut and they changed it at the last minute. Why would they do that? It doesn't even make any sense. Like, you know how dumb, like, that makes you look bad when Nintendo had more balls to go into that than you did. Didn't that game get buried, though? Like, when it came out, like, they did something to make sure that, like, nobody saw it or something like that. Am I misremembering that? Yeah, I wish even like if in OBS you could get it to almost just go like exclusive to the screen. You know, get all the nonsense to go away so that you could just watch directly what everybody else is seeing. And not have like all the nonsense bells and whistles. But I haven't been able to figure that out yet. Maybe it's in there. See, this is why you can't go solo. This bat that I'm higher level on took that long to take down. And then when another one jumps in like this, you'd be fucked. They weren't allowed to have commercials for Conquer after 10 a.m. or something, and there was a giant warning sticker on the bottom. Still unsure how multi-disc games work on EMUs. Oh, guess what, Ben? We could make a video about that. So really, all you need to know is that if you have all the discs downloaded, Ben, and you know where they're stored on your computer, that what's going to happen is you'll be playing Final Fantasy VIII, okay? And you get to the part where Laguna, or where Squall has a dream, and Laguna's in it, and then all of a sudden, it's going to ask you to save your game. You're going to save your game, and then a screen's going to pop up that says, hey, enter disc 2. Your emulator will either automatically change it to disc 2. I've seen that. And then there can also be in the quick menu. So if you press like the Xbox or the PS button when you're playing RetroArch, it brings up a quick menu. And in that quick menu, there's a section called Disk Options. And when you click on that, there's going to be a change disk or swap disk or something like that. You literally just tell it what disk to go to in the folder. You'll do that, and then the game will just pick up and start playing exactly like it was. Yep, so it'll pick up your ISO file and your virtual drive and ask to swap disks. Yep. Pretty much it. I mean, it's super easy. I mean, I guess the hardest part about making a video about that is you probably have to play 10 hours of an RPG to get it to prompt you so that you could record it asking you for the disc. No, I think you got it, Ben. If you could set up OBS and get your stream looking the way it is, you can swap discs in an emulator. I got faith in you. Definitely got faith in you. Hey, we've got 8 people watching. Hopefully everybody's hit the like button. If you're new here, hopefully you'll want to subscribe and see me finish up this game. I definitely plan on seeing this one to the end. Even if it takes us 125 hours. I'm committed. Hi, Lenora. Thanks for stopping in. Right? Exactly. If you could set up OBS or your stream on YouTube, I'm confident in you, Ben. Oh no, you need to be committed some days. Oh no, what's going on, Lenora?
I'll get the jump on him. Attack up close.
Oh, you gotta go. Oh, you just right on. I got you. Take care, Max. Thanks for coming in, brother. We'll see you around, man. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm with you there, Lenora. Some days, you know, it's just like, what am I doing out here? It's mostly when I go to work. You know, I think I've said this before, but I'll say it again just because it's funny and it's very, 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 very true. I go to work and they pay me very, very well to be like not a very great mechanic at all. You know, I can turn some wrenches and break some bolts. But as far as like what's going on with this, why is it broken, da 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 da, I'm kind of terrible. But they pay me really good for it. So, you know, I'm kind of like one of the worst mechanics. But I get paid well. I happen to be pretty damn good at playing guitar. Pretty damn good at playing guitar, I'd say. Like, you know, definitely above average guitar player. And I can't make a dime. I'm lucky if I get somebody to listen to 30 seconds of a song and say, that was cool, man. Even like other musicians that like know the pain are just like, wow, good music, man. Cool. I actually showed up for an audition one time. And like, I'm not trying to toot my own horn that much because like this is just a quote of what the guy said. But like we ended up playing and I joined their practice and had a pretty good audition. I thought it went well and everything. Well, we get to kind of like the end and I'm like, so, you know, when are you guys jamming again? He was like, oh man, I don't know, dude. Like, I think you're kind of just too good for this kind of music. I think you're too good to play this kind of music. So like in his eye, if you were going to be like a punk rock band, like everybody had to like have shitty sounding guitars and amps and no production value whatsoever, and you had to like just really suck. So I think that's what he was trying to tell me, is that like, you know, this is a punk band and you look like a preppy fucking guy that they didn't want in their band. That's all I could really say. Like, that's the vibe I got. I was too clean. Took a shower that week. I'm not an alcoholic anymore. I cursed it. I said there was 8 people watching and 3 people had to be like, bye! Oh, right, exactly. It was the, you're a nice guy. Right. Exactly. But I mean, what's funny though is we made good music. It was a good jam session. You know, I stayed there and we played the whole time. You know, it was definitely not like creative differences or anything like that. Hell, I could play any style of music. I definitely don't have any kind of like prejudice when it comes to music. You know, I'll play anything. That was one of the worst parts about being in some of the bands that I was actually a part of, is a lot of the guys, you know, it was always like, you gotta look like tough, and it's always gotta be about being in a rough metal band and all this shit. And it's always like, man, I don't want to like pretend to be somebody. Like, that's not why I want to be in a band. You know, I want to be in a band so I could be myself and walk around and be like, fuck you to anybody that didn't like it, you know? That was what being a fucking rock star was all about. You know, it wasn't like, let's fit into this mold. You know, like, it was counterintuitive. You know, you're trying to be an individual and be a rock star and I'm going to do my thing. But you've got to fit into this mold, you know, and dress in all black and be mad all the time. I actually played with guys that were fucking pissed off because I smiled while I was playing a song one time. You know, it was just like we nailed a part and it was fucking awesome and I loved it. And it was just like, dude, you fucking smiled and they're like, what? Like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah, that's probably the biggest problem with these games in the huge open world is we've probably got a ways to go to get to our next objective. Maybe I could fast travel. Let me see. No, I haven't discovered that area. Where am I? Yeah, the map in this game is not great. Oh, I'm headed in the right direction. Think I need to go around this mountain though. That enemy is just running around in his pattern. Like, I think you guys could have got a little better with that, huh? They could have made him look a little less like a fucking video game character. Hey, and I say that and he stops running. Question, did that video game character just hear what I was talking shit about him? It sure as hell seemed like that character knew I was talking shit about it. Yeah, I found that frame around my webcam view down there. And I was like, man, that's going to look perfect with the Xenoblade aesthetic. I mean, it looks like it's part of the fucking game. I mean, the colors and the pulsing of it, it fits in so well in this fucking game. What is the... Yeah, right? What is the rule with profanity now? Didn't I hear that like you had to wait like 5 minutes or something to say fuck? Isn't that like did I hear that or imagine that? Is that a new rule? Oh, 5 or 10. Oh, so we're way in. Nice. I try not to. It's probably why I've never seen Amelia in my stream. Kristen told her, oh man, Steve fucking rages. I'm telling you right now, I scared Kristen away from my stream by playing Elden Ring. Literally go back and watch. I have it still posted. Go back and watch just pick a random section of my Elden Ring run. Kristen thought I was going to need like somebody to come save me. I need to make like a compilation of that because that was just fucking epic, man. When I beat the game, it was so sweet. Like one of my, I don't know if he subscribed to me or not because his subscriptions weren't public. Hold on a second. But some rando came in as I was trying to beat the last boss in Elden Ring. Hunter. That was his name, Hunter. He just said Hunter. And he came in and he's like, hey man, I'll help you out with this. Well, I think he was trying to troll me. He basically beat, like, we tried it a few times, and he basically beat the boss, like, 3/4 of the way down, and then he died. I think he died on purpose, and was just going to watch me, like, struggle with it or whatever. Well, I actually ended up fucking beating that fucking thing, and it was, like, the most epic fucking, like, reverse trolling ever. Like, I swear to God, he'd think he was just trying to troll me. And be like, oh, look, Steve, you're going to beat it. You're going to beat it. And then he, like, fucking died. But I actually pulled it out. And it was the most insane thing ever. Kristen watched that live, and she was, like, freaking, like, ready to, like, break down or something. And she was like, I can't believe you just did that. It was great. Because that thing was kicking my ass for, like, 4 hours straight. That I forgot to mention that I was trying to fight that boss for like 4 hours when that dude showed up. Install a research probe. I almost walked off without doing that. Oh yeah, that's to this day, that has to be easily the most epic thing I've done on stream. I don't know, getting the platinum for Monster Hunter was pretty fucking epic. But it was also not like really like hard or anything. I want them to add the achievements to Wii on that. Oh man, that'd be sick. Does it track Wii? No, because is Dolphin part of RetroArch? I don't remember seeing Dolphin in RetroArch. But that doesn't mean it's not there. Definitely doesn't mean it's not there. Look at that big ass motherfucker. That's so cool. We're going to take one of those down eventually, Ben. We're going to get that motherfucker. It's like Rocket Raccoon. Oh, we'll get that on. Oh, that's a freaking level 92 rare, too. That guy would wreck us in... If that thing turns around and looks at us, it's going to kill us. He won't even have to come over here and hit us. If he looks at us, that'll kill us. Oh, it tracks Dolphin, but you need to do it through Dolphin. Aw. Oh, hell yeah. I mean, that is one of the most epic platinum trophies that I'll ever have. Final Fantasy, I've got a couple Final Fantasy ones that are up there. But I think, like, overall work and hours that had to go into that, easily, like, my most proud moment. I mean, shit, just grinding all those fish was almost a nightmare. I hope there's DLC for that comes out, because I would like a reason to go back there and use that character again. I mean, that's the biggest problem, is like once you put all that effort into platinuming a game like Monster Hunter, you're like, well, shit, now like there's literally nothing else to do. I mean, I guess I could get with a couple people and try and do just some online stuff, but the rewards just aren't really there. I've got the best armor, the best weapons. Discover the unexplored territory, Rock Cavern in Primordia. Thanks everybody for sitting with me today. I appreciate you. If you're new to the chat, or the stream anyway, I'd like you to say hi in chat. You don't have to, but it'd be awesome of you to say hi. Just so that I could thank you and know who I'm thanking for being here with me. I'll tell you what would really be sick is if we could get a subscriber and I could see if my new little widget is working that pops up and gives some fanfare to a new subscriber. I think we've got the chat working. I've been seeing that, right? The chat's been popping up on screen. I was surprised at how good Dolphin ran when I first had it, because it was pretty new. But I had a hacked Wii, and the thing had only been out like for 2 years. It almost seems like Nintendo just didn't even try with keeping the Wii locked down. It was almost like they stole the Ouya's thunder before Ouya was a thing, and like, hey, hack your own device. We want you to. The Silent Mire. That's a cool name. That'd be a cool not a band name, a CD name. Album title. I can speak. Blah, blah. It freaked me out that the tablet just made a noise over there. Forgot it was even there. I'll be honest, I don't know why this console didn't do better.
Almost there. Give me strength.
There were actually a ton of good games for this. I'm not even a Zombie U hater. Yes, Ben, I did play Final Fantasy 16, and I'm not a fan. I'll just say this, if I wanted to play Devil May Cry, I'd go play Devil May Cry. Yeah, Zombie U is good. And it actually used this controller, or the tablet, anyway, like in really cool ways. Well, this was a stupid fucking mission. Are you kidding me? Did it really have me run here just to see that there were enemies that are way overpowered? And now I have to run back? Let's just say this is the worst mission of Xenoblade Chronicles so far. That was dumb. I honestly can't believe that this mission is that bad. Yeah, you saw platinum. Wait. Oh, Zombie. I was gonna. I read it backwards. You platinumed Zombie U on PS4. Okay, gotcha. But Final Fantasy 16, you saw. Yeah, I've gotten like 3/4 of the way through Final Fantasy 16, and it's kind of like Death Stranding, where I have no desire to play that game ever again. Like, it's just another action game with a decent story attached to it. And again, nonsensical combat. You know, you can literally get through that game by being like, attack, 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 dodge, attack, 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 dodge, 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 attack, attack. Like, I get it, man. Like, people think that turn-based combat is fucking boring. But I feel like just predictable as, let me wait to counter you. Oh, I dodge. Now I think that's fucking boring. But there are some fucking sick scenes in that game. I will say, wink, 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 you could look up some of my videos that I've posted. Most of it is just like the cutscenes. Watch those. Those are worth watching. I swear to God, they are actually like worth watching. But like playing the game, shit, dude. Oh yeah, there's all kinds of shit that flies around. I don't want to spoil anything in case you do end up playing, or if somebody hasn't seen it or played it yet. But there are some cool moments in Final Fantasy 16. But for the most part, meh. I just don't think that Square does action-based combat good enough. Like, for whatever reason, in their action-based games, it doesn't feel, like, satisfying to be, like, beating up on an enemy. I think that's, like, the best way to put it. It just doesn't feel satisfying to be hacking away on an enemy in one of those games. It just feels like you're swinging at air, and it's like, oh, I hit you, I hit you, I hit you, I hit you, and it, I don't know. You ever play Oblivion? That's kind of what it makes me feel like. Like your weapon just always just effortlessly kind of just flies around and goes through everything, and it just doesn't ever feel like you're wailing away on something. And for like an action-based game like that, I think I need that. Like God of War. The original God of War. I haven't really played the new one all that much. But like the original God of War, when you beat up on something, it felt right. Hey, Jarl, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, you played BioShock 1 and it didn't feel right. That's another great example where it just didn't feel right. That is a great example, man. BioShock was a good game, but like Ben says, like it just felt off. I can't really put my finger on it other than to say it felt off. But I love the story. Is it BioShock 1 or 2? I think it is 1, where you're looking through the glass tube into one of the rooms, and you see like this guy like no, and he's going on the floor, and all of a sudden like the big daddy just like and hits him with that fucking drill. I was like, I am on board with this game after that scene. Like, let's go. BioShock Infinite wasn't a bad game. It just didn't nail the atmosphere. It felt too weird to be just out and about, flying through the fucking air in a BioShock game. It just didn't work. But like the scripted scenes in that game were fucking awesome. All right, Christy. Do you have a mission for me? What are we doing here? A booster probe G1. Continue the survey of Primordia using Frontier Nav. God, I wish this tablet didn't have a dead battery. Maybe that's what I need to do is look up how it would, or what it would take to replace the battery in this tablet. Anybody happen to know by any chance what it would take to replace the battery in the Wii U tablet controller? Seems like it's just 2 screws back here, if I had to guess. But I do kind of want to use this, to be honest. Just because the map is right there and looking, like picking up the controller and going back and forth. It's not really great. Defeat the indigents who keep attacking the Pathfinders. No. Oh wow, there's 3. Damn, she just gave us a shitload. I wonder if I got some new armor. I need to go find the rest of my party. I wonder if they're on the map. I wonder if that's what I need to be doing, is looking on the map for my party members. I don't think it's like Final Fantasy where you just go into like a menu and say, oh, this guy's in my team now. You gotta like go find him and be like, hey, you wanna come with me? Would you guys want me to take the dialogue slower, or is rushing through it okay with everybody?
How's it going?
I'm not gonna lie, early on in a game like this, they just talk a lot of fucking nonsense. Like, hey. Okay, right on. Fair enough. Yeah, if anybody wants me to slow down and read more shit, I'll definitely willing to do it. Oh yeah, for sure. Like I'm sure it's just like, hey, look at it. This is this, and this is how you do this, and it's like it's not really important that anybody watching the stream knows a lot of this shit. All right, I do got to go find a squad mate. Let me check the map down here really quick and just see. Because I know there's little blue dots on here, certain areas. I wonder if that's. Doesn't look like it. It was kind of funny how this tablet used to actually be pretty cool technology, and now everybody looks at it like it's fucking dog shit. Yeah, it doesn't have any of my people listed on the map anywhere. Let's try. Oh, you know what I haven't done is save. Alright, so now party. Yeah. Take a minute. Just take a minute. Oops. Does anybody have a favorite snack that they like to munch on now that my donut's gone? I think Ben likes the dark chocolate, he says. I think you can never go wrong with pizza. Pizza's probably would be my go-to dream streaming food. Yeah, grapes and dark chocolate. Alright, well. Notice from Blade HQ, to commence a story mission, accept it at the barracks. So I think, well, it's her grandma's dog. I think we gotta go back to the barracks. Blade barracks. There we go. I like how you can control the camera like 100%. That's my wife in the chat. Look at that for the very first time. Yes, we could definitely get more chips and salsa for you. But tell everybody how all I do is eat chips. I don't eat the salsa. He was a mean dog. Her grandma's dog. See, I do have a wife. Active mission. Unavailable. Didn't it just tell me I had to come back here to accept a mission? Did I misread that? What are we doing here? What am I doing? Ah, there we go. We want Lynn.
Let's head out.
Well, I mean, I ate her Doritos. I don't blame her for being mad about that.
Okay, let's move out.
Have I played Heart of Dark? No. What is that actually on? They sell avocado macho. Ooh. Ooh. Heart of Dark. It sounds familiar. Heart of Darkness. No. Huh. Is that a sequel to another game? Man, that's weird. I don't even think I've even heard of that. Okay. So now I think this is where I need to be. Required members missing. Alright, so let's get Elma in the group. I swear to God, I came here and there was nobody else in here. You're a kid with a dog sucked into... No, I have not seen that. But I absolutely want to play that. That sounds awesome. So I have both of them in my group. What's going on here? I can only have them in my group? Is that what we're saying here? Because that's stupid. Well, let's see. Active members. Arena. What am I missing? Required level 1. Oh, I got a survey, Primordia, complete base. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, I took her out of my party for no reason then. Yeah, I would say Vagrant Story is excellent, Ben. I would say that is probably a top 5 PlayStation game because it's an RPG. Like Square, like I said before, doesn't do action-based games very good, but that's an RPG where it's not just menu-based, standing in one spot, taking turns, but it is. So it's really weird. Like, you do stand there and just kind of trade attacks and everything like that, but at the same time, you are kind of moving around, and you get to kind of pick, like certain areas. You can target, like, somebody's arm or their leg so they can't chase after you as much. Like, yeah, you definitely got to give that one a shot. No doubt about that. And the story's excellent. On top of it. Alright, so they've got us basically, the story's kind of blocked off because I haven't explored enough of the world yet. So now, I think we've got to do some exploring. Let's get the map up, chart our course. Yeah, don't forget about Legend of Legaia. I don't know if you've played that one. That's another really awesome PS1 RPG. I think I told you about Guardians Crusade. That's an awesome one. What would you say was your favorite era, Ben? Like PS1, PS2? I think for me it was PS1. I think like that was just RPGs were just firing on all cylinders. Or at least JRPGs as we know them. Seemed like there was always a new one coming out. Yeah, Legend of Legaia. Legaia, yep. It's got this cool like fighting style battle system where you kind of choose like combos based on like the cross pad. So yeah, this part of the game is not going to be the most fun because it's basically having us run around and go into the world and place beacons. We basically got to get... I've got 7% of the map filled in right now. And it looks like we've got to get 15. So about halfway. Haven't played a lot of PS1 or 2, even though you've had them. That's why you're looking... Right? Yep. Well, my problem was in that era, I was fucking broke. You know, I had just, like, set out to basically live on my own. Just graduated. Parents were like, oh, if you're going to hang out with your girlfriend so much, then get the fuck out of our house. That's literally how I pretty much got thrown out of my house. It was like, yo, you spend too much time with your girlfriend, so you gotta leave. Like, all right. That's how it's gonna be. Guess how old I was. That's what I should do. My wife's not allowed to answer this if she's still in the chat. But like, just go ahead and guess how old I was when me and my wife got together. Just go ahead and take a guess. 6. Wow, damn. Fuck. Pretty close. We were 14. Pretty fucking close. Yeah, 41. And we've been together since we were 14. I don't know what's wrong with her. Oh no, I don't want to go that way. See, that's what sucks with having the map down below, is I'm running off into the... See? She thought that was funny. Oh, a lot of people get bored of their relationships after a few, right? I knew a guy that I work with that this chick, you know, like him and her were pretty good, you know, just randomly out of nowhere. It was just like she just started ghosting and fucking pieced the fuck out randomly. You know, like you could tell like all of a sudden things were changing and whatnot, and it's just like, man, I am so blessed. So fucking blessed to not have to worry about any of that nonsense these days. Like, I wouldn't even know where to start. Like, I've said it a million times. Like, if she ever wises up and is like, I'm getting the fuck out of this, I'll be single for the rest of my life. I won't want to be able to deal with another fucking person's bullshit. People don't want to put effort in. They just want the fireworks at the start and then give... Right! Right, like, this isn't new anymore for me. So I want to go out and get that new feeling back again. God. Yep. Fuck that. It's like, I get it, man. That is alluring. Like, I like buying new shit, you know? Like, if I needed to have something new in my life, I'll go buy a fucking PlayStation. I'll keep my wife and all that work that we put into the relationship, you know? Like, and I'll go get a new PlayStation if I get something that bad. Oh, right. Right, and then it's somebody else's fault that they can't find somebody. Exactly. No fucking shit. Alright, we should be able to take this guy. I feel like the three of us, we should have this guy.
I need healing. Thanks for the backup.
Realistically, especially when you've get older, you shouldn't be basing off fireworks. Should be about proper connection and understanding. Know a guy who's 42 who don't get that. Yeah, well, that you can't change a horse's or a zebra's stripes. You know, like that is, oof, that's a lifestyle. That's somebody has devoted to doing that. Like I've heard people say like, oh, you know, I purposely wanted to break this person's heart or ruin this relationship. Like, what the fuck is that all about? Like wait till you get attached to somebody or whatever, and that shit happens to you to think about like how awesome that is. Like that's just a concept I have never fucking understood. Like, oh, I wanted to break somebody's heart. Like, what? That just sounds fucking terrible. It makes me not want to be your friend if I hear some shit like that. It's like 9 out of 10 people, you know, would just kill for somebody that they actually do make a fucking connection with. And here you are purposely setting out to just like fuck with people. I can't believe that I was even hearing that. But I guess that's arrogant of just thinking you're gonna be able to just find somebody at any given point. You know, like why worry about burning bridges with people and getting bad karma? You know, when you think you're above shit like that. Right? I don't think we want to mess with him yet. What is he? 92. His name is Lucille the Eternal. And by the size of him, he hath been living forever. You know what that tells you, though, there? You can take him down. You can beat that boss eventually. And this is just one area. Now, there's all kinds of cool shit waiting. Yeah, I think up here there's going to be another nav beacon where we can add some more to the map. Yeah, this is some grindy bullshit right here. I can honestly say I don't like this part. Because now we've gotten away from missions. Like, to start the next mission, we literally have to, like, run over the map and activate beacons so that our map progress. Okay, there's something that's... Nope, there's not a beacon nearby. It should be like a red laser shooting out of the ground. Hell, this might even be have to grind this shit off fucking stream because it's so boring. I'm gonna try and get this since I walked all the way over here. There should be a beacon over here though. And then maybe we'll just go to side missions. There's probably a ton of side missions to just do. But my goal was to get inside the Skells as soon as possible. No, there's nothing here. What? What the hell is this? I walked all the way over here and there's not even a nav beacon over here. That guy will kick my ass.
I can't seem to get fired up.
Oh, I forgot. I freaking removed the one chick from my party. Most people can barely watch a 30-second short all the way through. No, right? A relationship. Fuck that. Oh, man. That has never been my mindset, man. Like, I have never wanted to just have content that I just constantly pour through. I don't want relationships. I mean, it can't be healthy, you know, in like multiple ways to have a lifestyle like that you're purposely like going out. All right, we gotta fast travel here. Give me a moment. This fast travel system sucks. No, I can't just travel. What is this? MLA. Administrative District. There we go. Blade Conquest. They don't make that easy. Yeah, that is funny when you've got a short and like nobody can even get all the way through. Like, what the hell is that all about? Like, come on, I was talking, it was interesting, and you still swiped away? Kind of like my my RetroArch video. Like, there's good information in there, man. Like, if you're just scrolling past that and not paying attention, You deserve to not have your Nintendo 64 controller recognized. Now, where's that one arena right there? I wonder why they made it to where she wasn't so easy to find now. She had like a blue thing over her head. Or her name was blue the last time I... That's how I knew she was a character you could add to the party. Okay, so now... Let's pick a mission. I think this is it, because yeah, this is actually what we need to be doing. I shouldn't have switched off of that mission. Complete Primordia 2 Trailblazing. Didn't I just pick that? Okay, there. Now it's set as our objective. This really is a lot like an MMO. I love how you can just have them run too. He's like, alright, go to your location. That's like this little nav ball. Like you're supposed to follow that. So that'll hopefully give us a good route to the next objective. Looks like it's all over the place. Defeat 5 juvenile simius in Primordia during the day. Oh shit. Well, that ain't gonna work out because it's nighttime. Shit. Alright, hold on a minute. There's gotta be somewhere to sleep. Damn it. I wish I would have read that a little bit sooner. Because running out there in the at nighttime, that ain't about to do anything. There it is. I see it. Good. Speaking of gaming worlds, like the other Xenoblade, like I was talking, like the planet. Has there ever been like a video game world that you'd want to actually live in, or are they all too like bleak and dangerous? I think that's the question. Would it be too dangerous to live in most video game worlds? Why can't I, like, shouldn't I be able to change the time here? I could have swore that's what this was.
Hey.
Is that inside that room? Oh, it is in here, isn't it? No? Well, what the hell? That little clock on the map, I can see that's where I need to go. But doesn't seem like I can get in there.
Well.
They love their fucking elevators in this series. Pokemon World seems like easy like, yeah, right on. Yeah. If all you got to do is run around as a teenager. Hey, how you doing, Pledge? Welcome in. Yeah, Pokemon seems pretty safe. Seems like the Pokemon are the only things in danger in that world, right?
Hey, listen.
You know, which does bring to the question. They say, like, are there animals and... Very, very, very serious question. Did I just go the wrong way? I think I needed to be up there. That's the problem with big-ass worlds like this. One wrong turn and you're screwed. Alright, so how did I get up there?
No kidding.
There's a good look at some of the Skells that we'll be able to kind of pilot. Those are some of the NPCs flying around in them. Ours is going to be a badass custom build that we're going to get to do. So there should be a place to sleep over here. That's why there's a clock on the map. What the hell? Because those monkeys it wants us to kill aren't going to be out there in the morning or at night. Fire. Dinosaur doesn't. And that's another whole thing. You start building relationships with all these people. You'll see there's like a social meter, so to speak. Wow, I wish I knew where to go. I thought it was this tent. I thought you normally went into a tent and were able to like make time go by, but apparently not. Restricted hangar. Shoot. Well, now I've just ran around in circles for nothing. I could have swore. Maybe it's just the levels. Maybe it's because I went down. Fucking elevator. I swear I know how to play this game. I promise you. Yeah, I think the worst video game world to live in would have to be Doom. Seems like nothing really good happens in that universe. Okay, so there's new. That's not what we're looking for. What about up here? I don't think we've been up here yet.
Really? Have you heard?
Yeah, the factions in this are actually pretty cool. I joined the Harriers because I want to be Skell focused. And they provide the best perks for Skells. Alright, well, and it's now daytime. We've ran around and wasted enough time to now be able to go after our objective in the daytime.
Yes. Hey.
So then, let's do that. If I'd have known it was going to take that long, I would have just ran to the fucking objective, huh? I think the main story in this is probably like 120 hours. What would you say is the longest story you've gone through? Or the amount of time that you've put into like one game just on the main story? I think Persona 5 I almost put 200 hours in. Alright, so now we can get to our objective, and there will actually be daytime enemies to kill. That was the biggest problem. If I would have got there when it was dark, there just wouldn't have been anything there. Oh, Red Dead 2 and Elden Ring? Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, Elden Ring took me forever. I quit playing that, I think a year ago. I quit playing Elden Ring. I was just like, I can't do this no more, man. Like I was stuck on a boss, obviously, like everybody else gets. And I was just like, man, I'm gonna beat a boss, and like, what's my reward gonna be for beating this boss? I'm gonna have to go fight 15 more bosses just like this. And I was just like, fuck this, I am done. And I quit. I was over it. And then like a year later, I got an ROG Ally, which is like the handheld gaming PC. I went and bought one of those, and then it was like, hey, Elden Ring runs great on this. And I was like, well, shit, okay. And I picked it back up again, and I actually ended up beating it. I beat it on stream, I think like 3 months ago or something like that. Jesus, I walked all the way here to have that fucking thing kill me in one shot. Yeah, I did though, man. I played that game. I was probably like 100 hours in when I quit. And it was literally just like, man, the reward for doing this is now just to do this shit again. And I couldn't bring myself. I was like, I'm out. Have you played any of the Xenoblade games, Pudge? I think we're going to have Ben playing Xenoblade Chronicles, just the first one, soon. We might have converted him into a fan. Yeah, they're on the... There's Xenoblade Chronicles, and this is Xenoblade Chronicles X. And then there's Xenoblade Chronicles 1, 2, and 3. And then they have Xenosaga and Xenogears. Those were the PS1 and PS2. Oh, right on. Did you ever catch Xenogears or Xenosaga on PS1 and PS2? Those are like this is the spiritual successor, quote unquote, to those types of games. They basically, like this company, Monolith, is basically a bunch of like Square employees that broke off and did their own thing after Xenogears. The Xenogears got forced out the door, and they didn't get to finish it the way they wanted it. And so they all left Square and formed their own company. And this is kind of like the spiritual successor to their first games. But yeah, there was a lot of like existential themes that run throughout these. And like religion, so it's been censored a lot. But like I was telling Ben earlier, in Xenoblade Chronicles, the first one, like the actual world that the game takes place on. Like, I won't spoil it for anybody, but it's like the most cool, unique like world that I've ever seen.
Use an aura. Start the battle.
Like, I just can't even explain it. Like, the game doesn't take place on like a planet, like orb that floats around a sun. Like, that's all I could really say is it's a lot crazier than that.
Upper hand. Yes. Now getting close.
Three heads.
Now, these are the guys we're supposed to be killing.
We have
I think we need 3 more.
We can do this.
There's 2 right there. Don't want to get too close to the big guys, though. As we saw earlier, that would lead back with Dragon Roms. Oh, you're good, man. Thanks, brother, for hanging out. And Pledge, thanks for being here. Appreciate you. I am probably going to end it after we do this mission. Because it looks like I'm going to have to do some stupid grinding. That's just not going to be fun. It literally just requires me running over to areas of the map and placing a fucking beacon down. So I don't really think I want to do that on stream. It's just boring. I don't know why they decide to pad game time like that. One of the Assassin's Creed games just did that. And I don't know if it was Valhalla or Odyssey. I think it was Odyssey. Where you literally had to just, like, it said, oh, to advance the story, just run around and do stuff. I think, like, that's as vague as it was. It literally just said, do stuff to advance the story. And that's pretty much what we're doing now. Is we've got to run places and put a fucking beacon down. We'll see. We'll see. I might stick it out. Maybe you guys will keep me entertained and we'll get through that shit. Should be one more around here. All we need is one more. Now. So how do you get your ROMs, Ben? Because I got mine basically in a set. You know, it basically said, you know, like complete SNES ROM set, and I download it. So when I need one, I just kind of dig through that, and I keep those out. So you just like to have yours compressed, or let's just say like unzipped, so that you can kind of play yours when you want it. Is that what you're doing right now? See, I'm just kind of running around like an idiot right now. If you want me to kill 5 of them, put 5 of them in the fucking game. This is stupid. There's one more ape that's got to be somewhere. Alright. You know, it's funny, I see all these people that have like, this is my dream game setup. I've done it, I've done it, I've done it. And now I'm just like sitting here with a Mac Mini and a hard drive full of all my emulators. Like, damn, this is so much easier than having 50 fucking gaming consoles. I mean, I admit the wall of games of a like having a game collection is huge, and having like a wall of games is cool. I like. Ah, there he is. I can see the allure of being able to look at that. But I think we've talked about this before. Like, if I'm gonna have games in my house, I'm gonna want to play those games, and I'm not gonna want any shitty games in my house. Like, oh, I have every TurboGrafx and Atari Jaguar game. And it's like, okay, well, great. Most of those games fucking suck. And you probably overpaid for them. So congratulations. Like Earthbound. Make sure your copy of Earthbound... Man, I'm glad I actually just told you. Your copies of Earthbound have to be almost like cracked, so to speak. Like, so you don't want like version 1. You want something that says like version like 1.2 or something, I think. Because that's another game that you can get so far in, and then all of a sudden it becomes impossible to play. Like, the developers did that trolling thing. Like, what game were we just talking about? Jet Force Gemini. Jet Force Gemini and Earthbound are two games that if they detect you're playing a pirated version of it, they actually become unplayable. So you do want to be careful with your Earthbound. Because you don't want to start an Earthbound game and get 50 hours into that shit and not be able to finish it. I'm pretty sure that happens to me when it first came out. I was like, Earthbound was obviously one of the very first games that I ever fucking downloaded because obviously it was $300 20 years ago, so I wanted to have the ROM, obviously. But I love everything about Earthbound. I love the aesthetic. I like the story. The story's fine. You know, it's serviceable as a story. It's interesting. And, like, the setting and, like, what you're actually going around doing, it holds my attention. It's just the blandness of the combat. It just loses... I lose interest. I literally lose interest in, like, looking at that bland combat. Because that's a long time, you know, you're playing and you're battling more than almost anything you're doing in that game. Alright, so we've got all of those ape simian dudes. Okay, I think I know where we need to go. We're just going to go straight from here. There should be a beacon in this quadrant. I think I figured out where the beacons are now. You don't just go... You guys can't see the honeycomb that I see on my map on the screen. But not every honeycomb on the map has a beacon. I was running around thinking there was a beacon in every one, but there's not. So I should actually be able to do this quicker now. It shouldn't be so much running around grinding. And I had to run in front of that guy like an idiot. I might have to check my gear too. I probably did get something new that I should have equipped by now. I'd bet on that. We might have to get out of this. Three of these might be tough. Topple, topple, come on, topple, topple. Topple! What are you doing? Damn. Oh man, that heal came. Come on, come on. Don't die, don't die. Yeah, I might have to get the fuck out of here. No! Yeah, we're dead. Run, 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 run! Three of those is just a little too out of my league right now. We took 2 down though, that wasn't bad. Or we at least got 2 sets of loot. Yep, there's my beacon I need to get to. Perfect. Yeah, it's just like I thought. There's specific boxes. No, that's not the one. It's over here. I already got that one that's glowing. So I think we got to go around this lake. Not sure that it matters exactly which way. Do I have the Sega Saturn BIOS? No, I do not, actually. I wish I did. I get a prompt for it every time I accidentally hit that area of my one emulator. Like it's called Open EMU, and it's got a bunch of different emulators, kind of like RetroArch. And every time I scroll down to the Sega Saturn, I get this pop-up that's like, you need the BIOS. Check EMU Paradise. EMU Paradise doesn't have ROMs anymore, but they still do have a lot of assets like BIOS and stuff like that. So I would check that out. EMU Paradise. Yeah, the Saturn was one of those that... It's not that I didn't even like the Saturn, because X-Men Children of the Atom, that might have been my favorite game at some point. That was on the Saturn. But it's just not a large enough library, and there's definitely not enough RPGs. I think there might actually only be like 1 or 2 RPGs. And so especially in that era, I was fucking obsessed with RPGs. Like, that was the only... there was a game, I think, called D. I think it was just called D that I remember playing on Saturn. That was cool, too. It was almost like Myst or something like that. Where it was, like, really cinematic. It just had a big red D. But yeah, the Saturn's actually been one of the more difficult consoles for them to crack. I'm pretty sure it's only been out there in the open for just a few years. Maybe 5 years. Maybe I'm a little off with my time frame on that, but I really don't think the Saturn and emulation has been a thing for very long. It really just hurt that console that there wasn't a good Sonic. I think they really misread how important that character was to like all of their success. So where is this beacon at? I could have swore it would show up as like an orange light coming out of the ground. We're in the general area. It should be around here. It's not popping up. See, this is why I don't want to do this on stream. This is stupid. Like, I'm in the area. I know there's a beacon around here, but it's not popping in. There's a field action over there. I don't think it's the beacon. Look at that. Tell me that's not a 6-shot right there. Look at that. Oh, thanks for stopping in, Punch. Thank you. Have a great one. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Have I ever played Cold Fear? Nope, that's another one that I've never even heard of, Ben. Cold Fear. That doesn't even ring a bell. So are you just on the download site right now? Just going through stuff? What was the one? The Rise of Kasai. The Rise of Kasai. That's the sequel. What is... Hold on a minute. That's an awesome PS1 or PS2 game. Let's just see. God, what is it? Shadow... Oh, dude, you're gonna love this one, Ben. Jesus Christ. The Rise of Kasai is the sequel to what? Oh my God. Why am I drawing a blank on this? The Mark of Kree. The Mark of Kree. Get the Mark of Kree and the Rise of Kasai. Those two you're going to love. That's the Mark of Kree. I actually have to go download those. The Mark of Kree is fantastic. I think the Rise of Kasai is alright. Sweeping through PS1 and 2. Right on. Yes, the Mark of Kree. Auto Modelista. That's a GameCube game that's awesome. It's all like a cel-shaded racing game. Okami. Have you ever played Okami? I might have asked you about Grandia. Grandia is awesome. There's Grandia 1 and Grandia 2. There's some gems. You know, have you played... I know it's common, Final Fantasy X and 12. But they're common, popular games for a reason, though. I would say if you're going to play those, to play the remasters. Because they actually did those really good. And they're... Well, you probably wouldn't have to worry about that anyway, but they're the European versions. And they're just better. Like, there's a lot of, like, weapons that aren't, like, impossible to find. Like, there was one weapon in Final Fantasy XII where, like, you literally just had to start the dungeon, walk to an area, and then, like, you'd have to walk to a spot where there was an invisible chest. right in the middle of this airship, and you had to check and see if the chest was there because you'd get stuck. And so if it wasn't there, you'd have to stop your game and reload it. And it was just this nightmare. But it was like the best weapon in the game. But they've made that easier. Why can I not find this beacon? It's starting to fucking piss me off. There, I can say fucking, that's right. We're over 2 hours in. Oh, you got 100% on Okami. The Wii and PS4. Shit. Well, there's got to be achievements now. Or trophies. I think there's... yeah, well, if you had PS4, you would have got the trophies. Never mind. Yeah, I just love the art in that game. That's literally a game that I wouldn't even have to like do anything or like fucking actually play. I could just sit there and experience that as a game or as art. Well, obviously not where I should be. That guy owned me in one shot. Yeah, I don't like random run around the map and clear fucking as a mission. This is dumb. Please, don't kill me again. Let me get out of here. I never got far into Okami. I'm not gonna lie. I probably did spend too much time admiring the art. But I did enjoy my time there. Why is my map gone? What happened?
I'm in trouble. Heal me.
Hey, you know what? Cursed Mountain. Huh.
I'm not gonna make it.
What console is that on? Oh, Wii game. There's a Wii game called Cursed Mountain. You know, there's a lot of stuff on the Wii that, like, as a game that you were charged, you know, like $50 for, I would have never even fucking thought about it. But when it comes to, like, hey, this is just something that you could download and have for free, you know what? Like, I'm okay with that. There's a lot of things that I'll try out. I'll try anything for free. But I think that's probably the biggest problem is there weren't enough games that, well, I guess there were a lot of games that were like cheap WiiWare games or whatever. But the problem is there weren't like the AAA games. You know, like if you were gonna have a $15 game or whatever, it definitely wasn't gonna be anything more than like a cute retro looking platformer or something. But if you gave me like a Wii Sports type game and, you know, charged me $15 and it wasn't the deepest game ever, you know, I'll play it. So I think that's kind of where the Wii failed with like hardcore gamers, so to speak. It's like we could see through the like gimmicky bullshit and that you were charging us way too much for it. Yeah, on the Wii, like all the shovelware on the Wii. Like there's a lot of stuff that like for the right price I would have probably played and had some fun with it. But at like $40 to $50, like there's just no way. Maybe it's up there on the top of that mountain somewhere. I don't know why I can't find this area where I'm supposed to place the beacon. Normally they're obvious and it's just shooting right out of the sky. Or shooting into the sky, I should say. Hey, where's Todd Howard? You see that mountain? You can climb to the top of that mountain. Yes, we put Skyrim in Xenogears. That's the newest platform for Skyrim, is we're putting it in Xenogears. You know what? That's probably what's going to happen. That's going to be the next platform for Skyrim. Is you're going to be able to play Skyrim inside of Fortnite. Boom. $1 billion idea. Bethesda, Todd Howard, get at me. Let's do this. You can play Skyrim on anything. Why not be able to play Skyrim on Fortnite? Genius. Hey, you know what? Fortnite would at least be interesting if you could... Ooh! I'm sorry, I don't know how anybody can play Fortnite for more than one match. I played one match of that and I was like, this is the game? And they're like, yeah! And I was like, this is fucking stupid. It's like everything that we just did for the past 10 minutes is just gone and it means nothing and we're starting over and we're falling out of the fucking bus again. Like, yeah! Like, I'm out. Am I missing it? Has anybody else seen the little orange light that should be protruding out of the ground saying, hey, you can place a nav beacon here? Because I'm in the area where it should be and I haven't seen it. Yeah, I'm hoping y'all are having fun, enjoying hearing me babble. Imagine if I was in your Discord babbling like this, Ben. Fortnite definitely killed the kids' game, right? You know, I could get behind Minecraft. I don't personally have the talent to go through Minecraft and build something. I don't know if it's the talent or the patience or what, but I don't have it in me to like want to get in there and do all that. But like I can see that like you do things and it matters and you're building towards building something, for lack of a better explanation. But like Fortnite is just like I don't know, man. I don't even know what the progression is like in that game. Like, what do? You earn points to buy skins that like you still have to pay money for? Like, I don't know. Like my daughter was like, I bought a Sabrina Carpenter skin or whatever, and it's just like, wait a minute, you just paid money so that people could see that you're running around as Sabrina Carpenter? Like, I don't even see the value in that. But I guess her friend bought it for her or something, so I can't complain. Wasn't my $15 wasted. I don't think I've ever bought anything DLC. I've bought some expansion packs. Like the Blizzard, Diablo, and Warcraft expansion packs back in the day. Those were absolutely worth $35. But like $5 for some horse armor and shit like that, or a skin, no fucking way. Like you're smoking crack if you think I'm paying money for a skin. Yeah, I mean, Minecraft seems like it's not really my thing, but like I get it. I can see where it's like rewarding as hell to like build a really cool structure or you know, just an area within Minecraft.
Furious blast.
Ooh, Star Wars Rebel Assault 2, nice. Have you ever done netplay, Ben? And actually, like, played with somebody online? Through RetroArch, I should say.
Damage. And here I thought they'd be tough.
I'm sure you've played an online game before, but... I don't know, netplay on RetroArch sounds like a good idea. I would like the idea of like playing like a beat 'em up, you know, like one of the Ninja Turtle games or something. Doing like a collab stream, 4-player Ninja Turtle arcade or something, or Simpsons arcade. I'll bet you there's achievements or something, like retro achievements for that. Because you got to remember, RetroArch can even do MAME. Yeah, I don't like how I can't find this beacon. It's kind of pissing me off. Should literally be like a you can't miss it orange light shooting into the sky. Let's try a different area. Screw it. At least we can look at something different while I run around not finding what I'm looking for. At least some of the enemies around here are a little more manageable too. Except those guys will kill me on sight. There's a good look at that big old baddie. There really are some awesome like landscapes and areas to go into this game. I can't wait till you start Xenoblade and can actually see what that universe is like. This is almost like an offshoot. Like Xenoblade Chronicles X, like I don't even know what the X means yet. I haven't gotten far enough to really put that together. But I do know that later on in the mainline Xenoblade 1, 2, and 3, that some really cool things start happening where the universes kind of converge. After Pokemon, I think the RPG I will do is Final Fantasy 1. Nice. That one's rough, Ben. I'm not going to lie. Have you ever played Final Fantasy 1? Gonna try and put some Pokemon retro. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's kind of hard content to make right there because you have to know the achievements coming to be able to like kind of record and like have the right reaction and kind of commentary through it. Yeah, dude, Final Fantasy 1. Like the translation is not good. Some of the like just like the terms used in the menus, as far as like just like names of attacks and spells. Oh, you do over audio on the achievement video. Gotcha. Yeah, I kind of wanted to see how like almost like watch you edit a short. Because I couldn't really figure out how to get mine in the format like yours is, where you have like the gameplay going off and then like your reaction. I wasn't able to really figure that out. So I just did my last short as like a screen recording. Yeah, see, I am doing more just running around doing nothing. You just put the video in the editor twice. Oh, okay. You put it... That makes sense. Okay. I gotcha. You know, that was the one thing I hadn't done. Yay! Archaeological. That still wasn't my beacon, though. I almost wonder if I'm missing something, because this is the second area I just went to. And I don't see anywhere to place a beacon. And that's what's holding up our story progress right now. It's kind of making me mad. I know what I'm looking for. On my map, I can see I'm in the right area for there to be one. And nothing shows. Yeah, I need to get better at scripting. I'm so much better as just like a live, just say what comes to my mind type person. Like I can slip up and kind of like trip up on my words every now and then. But it seems like when I script it, like the problem I have, like if I script something, I'm gonna be sitting. I mean, I'm not saying like completely like they sound, but like if I scripted anything, like literally, like if I did that, if I just wrote down something, you're gonna hear it in my voice. You know, I'm gonna be sitting there like this retro achievement. I don't know, man. Like when I hear myself reading something back. I'll give you a good one. I have a Mutant League hockey video that I posted, and I was reading a script basically as I did, and I went back and I read it, and I was like, God, it just sounds like I'm just reading a fucking script. Oh, it drives me. No, yours sounds natural. I gotta give it to you. Yours sounds completely natural to me. Oh no, he'll kill me. Man, but I'll bet you that's where the fucking beacon is. Damn it. I don't even know that I could just run by this fucker. Nope. Go, 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 run! No! Fuck! I like how my party was like, idiot, we're just gonna stand here and die too. Yeah, I think that's the hardest part, is not sounding like you're just a robot reading a fucking script. I think you do a great job of that in your shorts. I made my retro art scream a purple. I'm gonna look into that. Because I want mine to be green. My channel color. I'm gonna go with my channel theme colors. I've adopted green and orange are now the official colors of this channel. And some purple. My wife likes purple.
One more hit.
I don't hate purple. At least purple and green go good together. Well, looks like this is not where you want to be when Jesus comes back, is it? At least if you're level 10. I don't know what I'm missing. See, that's what I should be able. I should be able to see those from a mile away. Literally, like, why am I not finding those out? I've literally been running around an area with one of those. On the map, it says it's in the area. You go to appearance and color. You go to settings, appearance, and color theme. Okay. I'm definitely going to look into that. Okay. Now, is that just under the main menu before you even launch like a ROM or anything? I am assuming. See, like, how could I not be seeing those? I think, well, and then it disappeared. Maybe that's why, because they don't stay. Oh, right, there. How the hell could I not see that when I'm in an area with one? Commence story mission. Notice from Blade to commence a story mission accepted at Blade Barracks. I tried to do that. It told me I have to get more of the map filled out. So we're trying to do that. Seriously, from this area, I should be able to see where that beacon is. Tell me that don't look sick, though. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to change my appearance on my RetroArch. I kind of hate how it looks all like an Android settings page. I know that's kind of like how it all started or whatever, but it looks a little bland. I'll send you a picture in the Discord of the other emulator that I use. It's called OpenEMU. It obviously doesn't have like achievements or anything like that, but I like just the interface of it. Like, it basically has all your consoles listed on the sidebar, and then it has on the main page like all the box art and everything, and then you can just click whatever console and then whatever box art, and then it loads it all up. It's freaking sick. I love that one. Like, that one's got a better interface, but RetroArch has just more features built into it. And obviously achievements make it leagues above it. Yeah, if I don't find the beacon in this area, I'm going to end it, do a little bit of research, and see what the hell I'm doing wrong. I've seen box art in RetroArch, but it's weird because it only goes under like your favorites. So like I think like playlist or something odd like that. So I know there's a way to do it, that there are thumbnails that you can download. But I think they only just like show up under like your favorites tab, and I don't know, it's just not nearly as cool as the one that I have called OpenEMU. I might even have a video I could just send you a link of where I actually open that emulator. It's just really cool to just be able to click the console on the one side and then the game, and then you're in it. Whereas obviously, you know, RetroArch is you either have it imported. Now, how do you do yours? Do you have yours imported and like add it into the emulator, or do you do open and then navigate to the ROM? Because that's how I do it. I just click open and then navigate to where the ROMs are saved every time. I'm sure there's a way to actually like put them into a certain folder. I think you got to go to like the directory Yeah, open the ROM and then drag and drop the file. Okay. Yeah, I normally just hit load and then navigate to the ROM I want to open. Because I've already kind of got everything. I wouldn't say they're sorted, but I have everything kind of at least sorted into like console. Alright, so there it is! Look at that! It is over there somewhere. That is great news. That is an awesome feeling. I actually found one. Alright, looks like we won't be quitting after all. Hopefully I don't get fucking owned over there when I actually get there. That guy's gonna kill my ass. Jesus Christ. We don't need two of those fuckers over there. This just sucks. What the hell? It's like, well, you're just not supposed to be at this one. No!
Tougher than they look. Help!
Oh, you think you got most of them finally sorted? Nice.
Sorry.
Very nice.
Up to you.
Ah, that's so fucking dumb. I ran all the way over here just to fucking die. That is bullshit. I don't like this part. This is stupid. Like, that should not be an area that I'm supposed to go to install a probe. And the enemies are that fucking overpowered. It's not like I ran like all the way to the other side of the map. Yeah, I've got all mine right now. They're all zipped up in a single folder. You know, I basically have a folder on my desktop called ROMs. Inside of that is all the consoles. And then inside of that is all the zipped up ROMs. So when I need something, I just go in and unzip it. I mean, with probably, I mean, like, no joke. I mean, I probably have, I mean, just guessing, 20,000 ROMs or ISOs. You know, that's just a guess. If I had to literally guess how many, shoot, if you're talking about like versions of ROMs and, you know, like the PAL version, the US version, the Japanese version, I mean, I'm probably talking, I have hundreds of thousands of ROMs probably. Like if I opened up just like Beavis and Butthead, the folder I have, you know, of the Beavis and Butthead game that I downloaded. On there, there's like every region. There's like German, French, Spanish, like every fucking region of that game. And hell, there's even hacks in there. Like if there's a hack of it, like that Super Mario hacks that you've been playing, you know, I probably have all of those in my Super Mario World folder. I've just never actually gone through all of those and verified that I have that exact one. But I probably do. I would not be surprised if I have every single one of those hacks that you've been playing. I don't think I have any randomizer stuff. Well, I in fact, I know I don't have any randomizer stuff. That stuff's all kind of pretty new. Like, it was fun to watch. Don't take this the wrong way. It's fun to watch your... oh, no wonder. I don't have skill to put a fuck... That's so dumb. Get the fuck out of here. Why don't I have skill? But it was fun watching you play that randomizer stuff just because it was like just different and kind of aggravating. But man, I don't know that I could put myself through that one. That was definitely a mind bender. Like nothing is what you expect it to be. Wasn't Perhenmo doing a Pokemon randomizer? Did I see? I can't even imagine what. I think he was like, I saw in his video he was evolving a Pokemon, and it like evolved into a random Pokemon. I'm pretty sure that's what I saw. Your Charizard just evolved into Mewtwo. Like score. Yeah, that's crazy. Talk about like not having any idea of what the fuck is gonna happen. If Pokemon can literally just evolve into random Pokemon, I might be down for that. That stuff kind of worries me though, because I'm sure your computer recognizes like a hack like that or a randomizer is like a virus, doesn't it? Being that it's got to be like modified, unsigned software. You know what? I think my tablet controller is all right. I think I just didn't let it charge enough. This thing's been going strong for a while. I mean, I'd say it's at least been an hour. Well, I'm closing in on 3 hours of the stream. Thanks for hanging out this long, Ben. Been a pleasure, my friend. And whoever is still hanging out there, I appreciate you being here. Even if you're a lurker, I appreciate you. We'd like to chat with you, but you just want to lurk? That's cool too. Yeah, I think somebody was trying to like put me in my place the other day in a chat. Because I was talking about not needing mods. I was just like, I don't have anybody come talking shit in my chat for me to have to worry about, like, somebody please shut him up. This game is so important right now that I can't address the clown in my chat room. I don't know. I felt like people took it the wrong way. Like I was being a fucking jerk or whatever about it. And so this one cat comes in and was like, yeah, if you get to 200 subscribers, you're definitely going to need mods. And I was like, well, I have a few more than 200. And I still haven't needed them. I mean, like, I got a few more than 200. Not much, but... I don't know. I felt like... And then he was like, well, if people are actually chatting in your room, you're going to need them. And I was like, no, not if you have cool people chatting in your room. I don't know. It just felt like the dude was trying to jab me with something. And it was like, fail, bro. Fail. Hell, man. I have yet to have anybody come into my room and have the nerve to tell me to speak English. Blows my mind. Have I seen That Rally Cap N64 bowling game. That's worth lots of... No, I haven't. No, not. To me it is. No, I have not seen that yet. N64, that Rally... No. What is that one of the N64 DD games or just a regular N64? I know that N64 DD shit can be crazy outrageous. It's like basically useless fucking hardware. And people pay boatloads of money for it. Like literally, like if you're an American and you have a Nintendo 64 DD, like you should just pay me to come kick you in the fucking balls. Because that is literally just like saying that, like, yeah, I have a piece of fucking useless technology that doesn't do anything. It's regular, but didn't come out. Oh, so they basically had like a super short print. What was it? Was it like a... Did they only give it out to like bars or something crazy like that kept it super rare? Because that's like, I'll tell you, I should do it on stream just to fucking do it because I have it. I should play Clay Fighter's Sculptor Cut just so everybody could see how shitty that fucking game is and like why you shouldn't pay $400 for it. A random person on my feed says they streamed one view. No shit. Hey, you know what? We've had pretty steady viewership here. You know what? Sitting at 5 for almost 3 hours. That's my average. I'll take that. I feel like I haven't been able to accomplish much with the gameplay, but I feel like the game's just not cooperating. I don't know why I'm not seeing these beacons. I found the one, and then I wasn't a high enough level to activate it or whatever, and now I'm on the opposite side of the map. Did view him before. He said he didn't really make much count. You see, I don't understand that. If you're going to get on YouTube, and you're even going to take the time to change the fucking title of your video, go out and buy a fucking camera and turn that motherfucker on and talk into it. Because I could go find fucking footage of any video game on the fucking planet and just watch that get played. So, I don't know, man. You're doing it wrong that way. Oh, well, what the hell? Well, then come on, man. You know what you do? Here. Clip this as a Steve's tip of the day. Go to ChatGPT. You don't even have to pay it. And type in, give me some engaging questions to ask during my video game live stream. You know what it'll do? It'll ask you, it'll do all of that for you. And then it'll even ask you if you want it to create a PDF that you can have open on a side window. Brother, if you don't do that, you're doing it wrong. My goodness. ChatGPT, man, will throw out 100 questions for you to just have. Want me to pull one up? I got one right here. Should I do... Okay, do I go left or right here? Well, that one's not the best. Should I fight or run? So go ahead and pick my loadout, A, B, or C. You know, that'd be a good one for like a shooter stream. Do you prefer single player or multiplayer? Do you guys have a dream setup? What game world would you rather live in? I used that one. What's the game you've played the most? I've used that one. Do I try it hard mode or keep it normal? Do I sneak or go loud? Should I take a shortcut or look for a scenic route? Do I run from this? Fuck yeah.
Early bird.
Should I focus on character leveling? Do I explore or push the story forward? I mean, seriously. Or also look for a quirky, unusual, lighthearted news article. Right, exactly. And if you're playing a video game, you know what you do? Go to IGN and see what the top news stories of the day are. You know? Like, easy things to just... It doesn't even take a whole lot of... You don't even have to sit there and say, like, oh, I didn't sit and think about this all day long. Well, fuck, man. ChatGPT will fucking pick that all up for you in, like, 30 seconds. Why is everybody dying? Well, I don't like this. I need to figure out why these nav beacons aren't showing up. Exactly. Oh my god, who doesn't want to see your dog? Seriously, I asked if people wanted my webcam turned on, and the vote was yes if Milo's in it. Yes, if only if you put Milo on camera. Everybody likes a dog or a cat or a ferret or a skunk. Hell, I've seen people with spiders for pets. Alright, now why is this game trolling me like this with these nav beacons? Alright, if this area isn't able to allow me to use the nav beacon, I'm going to end this and try and sort it out off stream. Because I wanted the story mission to be able to get into a skull. And for whatever reason, they've got me on this fucking bullshit where I've got to find all these nav beacons. And it just doesn't make sense. You can see them from a mile away. Yet none of them are showing up when I'm actually in the area. I mean, I guess maybe one could be way the fuck up there. Oh yeah, when you get a Skell, you can fly and go all up there, and they're fucking awesome. So that's kind of the main reason of why I want to hurry up and get to that, is it really opens up exploration. Hell, just simply asking, where does everybody live, is a simple enough fucking question, you know? Like, you ain't got to tell me Detroit, Michigan, but hey, I'm in the UK. I'm in Michigan. Like I say, I know a guy who comes to your streams and he's replied. But when you go to his stream, right? It's like, how are you so chatty? I mean, I get it, you know, like when you're trying to focus on a game, you know, it's it's not easy. Oh, I know, yeah. There it is! Yes! Whoa! Oh my god. Please don't kill me when I get over here. Oh, come on. Are there overpowered enemies by that? Keep the stream alive. Right. Yes. I know. It's fun. That's a good game. Could you imagine if I just started doing that and then all of a sudden... Oh, come on. No, man. Like, the goal is to find these fucking things. And then when I get here, it's like, you can't do it. Alright, what am I doing wrong? I think I gotta go back to the fucking barracks, actually. And level up. think that's what it is. Steel Flash. Boost melee. I'm not missing, so I'm going to go with the boost. I forgot to activate that. So let's see. I think what I did wrong. I gotta go here. Let's go back to the barracks. Shit. I think I know what I did wrong. I think I didn't level up any of my field skills while I was in the barracks the last time. Yeah, I mean, if you just want to play video games in peace, you don't want to interact with anybody, I mean, that's easier than getting on and starting a stream on YouTube. But, I mean, you know what? I'll say this. I've seen people who don't even have their camera on or anything, and, you know, 1,000 subscribers. So I mean, if they're getting the results they're looking for, I mean, shoot, more power to you, guy. I'm not gonna stick around and watch it. I mean, that's all I could really say. All right, so I could have swore there was a spot out here where you could level up barracks customization. No. Man, I was just there. That's the story mission I'm trying to get to, right? I know. This game's hard, right? This game's obtuse. This is just like, hey, go back to the barracks and accept a side mission. Well, you go back to the barracks and it's like, okay, where's the side mission? It's like, oh yeah, you can't do that yet. This is fucking driving me crazy. I thought this counter, or one of these terminals, allowed you to like up. Oh, you know what? Am I an idiot? I might be dumb. I think they're the ones outside you've got to use. I think there's. Okay, shit. Yeah, to upgrade your character, it shouldn't be this crazy. I played a little bit of Mass Effect. I've actually played a little bit of all of them, and it's not that I don't like them. It's that, again, the shooting don't feel right. Like, Mass Effect 1 felt really weird. I mean, it almost felt like when you were shooting at something, like it just wasn't even doing anything.
Hey.
So that's the mission counter. There it is. Is this it? Unavailable offline.
Yes.
Arms manufacturers.
Am I right?
Hey.
Ground gear, Skells frame. No, I don't want that. Manage AM, battle trades. Yeah, I could have swore. Yeah, Mass Effect, I liked the dialogue, honestly. Like, it was all, like, all the voice acting was awesome. I actually played, you know the one I played the most? It's kind of funny, actually. The one that I've actually played the most was Andromeda. Everybody fucking hates Andromeda, and I actually beat or finished the story. That's the only one that I finished the story of. That's pretty funny, actually. Quick gear scout. I didn't hate it. I thought that I think I played it because it was getting so much hate, and I was like, well, I gotta see it. And I actually had it when it was in pretty rough shape, like as bad as it ever was. Like they had never done any updates or anything when I picked it up for the first time. Okay. Acquire the data. How about that? We'll go after this mission.
Careful.
So let's see. I'll go to my map. Looks like Primordia. Zoom out. Oh wow, it's all the way to the west up there. Okay. I'm gonna warp here. Yeah, I've got the Mass Effect collection. I think I got it. It was like $13. And it was like, you know what? There's no way that this isn't worth $13. No, fuck.
This is nothing.
I cannot believe they have you running through such fucking dangerous areas so early.
One more hit. Where did they all come from?
And they force you to. It's not like Zelda where it's like, oop, you're going into a territory you shouldn't be. It's like, no, it's telling me to fucking go this way. Fucking hate this. This is stupid. Alright, let's try this. Nope, not really. Get fucking killed by that thing now.
I'm sorry, guys.
This is wearing me down. I'm not gonna make it. Just one more hit.
And the game is telling me I have to do this. I have to be in this area. Oh my god.
One more hit.
Yeah, the voice acting was terrible. I mean, some of the alien voices weren't awful, but it's just like you gotta pick. When it comes to voice acting, it's too hard to be like, okay, give me a male and a female, you know, so that we can choose between the two, because you can't go and write like concise like reactions and things. Like men and women have different reactions to shit. So I don't know, saying that there's a male shepherd and a female shepherd. I don't know. I just feel like the tone, they can't get the tone right with the writing when you're going that route.
Where did they all come from?
She sounds like she's about to cry. Link! Oh my god! Yeah, that is just You're so right about that. Like every fucking line. That's so true. I don't know why I didn't think of that when I was actually playing that. But that is true. Oh my god! This is fucking stupid. It's like, don't tell me like I'm not supposed to be fucking doing this nonsense. Jesus. Like every fucking thing in this area is like one shot fucking kill, and they're like, hey, go run over there and activate a fucking beacon. Jesus Christ. Obtain data and unit FN, like what's up with that name? FN093. That's my current objective. Alright, let's see. Can I pick up this piece of technology? Hey, look at that. A treasure I can actually collect. Yeah, I finished Tears of the Kingdom, and that was one of the more like boring games I've ever sat through. I mean, it has moments where it's not terrible, but for the most part, it's just like, what are we even doing? Didn't we already do all of this? Throughout the entire like 40 hours I was fucking playing that game, I was like, I did all of this already. Like, there's like nothing new here. And then of course it has some stupid fucking bullshit time travel fucking story on it. I don't like multiverse or time travel normally. Those are two concepts in story writing that I normally fucking despise. Because in most cases where there's time travel or alternate dimensions, it normally means you've sat through and watched 2 hours or fucking 30 hours in a video game. And you've seen this happen and you've seen that happen. And then all of a sudden at the end they're like, nope, none of this happened. It all got erased and it never happened because we're in a multiverse or we're going to go back in time and just make it not happen. I can't stand anything like that. Like, everybody thought that fucking new Spider-Man movie was all good. That's why I don't watch superhero. Exactly, boom. I was just going to get there. I was just going to get to Spider-Man. Like, everybody was freaking out about, oh my god, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are in the new... And I was like, yeah, you know why Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are in the new Spider-Man movie? It's like, come a little closer. I'm going to tell you. It's because Tom Holland fucking sucks as an actor. And in every one of those movies, he's needed a way better actor to carry the movie for him. Swear to God. I said it. There. It's on camera for the whole internet to ignore. But it's so true. Tom Holland does this. Like, that's the best Tom Holland can fucking muster, is a stupid, confused look. But hey, he looks like Stan Lee always envisioned Peter Parker. So he gets the role. Did you ever see that fucking Uncharted movie? I saw like 10 seconds of the trailer and I was like, how does this kid keep getting fucking movie roles? Like, he must have naked fucking pictures of like producers and fucking Hollywood directors of like blowing goats or something, because that guy has no fucking acting ability whatsoever, and he keeps getting roles. Oh yeah, I had no fucking desire to watch that stupid fucking movie. Oh, I was like, oh, it's a multiverse and all this bullshit, and you're literally banking on quite a fucking nostalgia to get people to watch this shit. Hard fucking pass. Was never gonna watch No Way Home in a million years. Was not gonna happen. But seriously, Tom Holland fucking... Oh, you're talking about the Uncharted one? Is that what you're saying? The 3 films? Or 3 games smashed into the Uncharted? I gotcha. Gotcha, yeah. How the fuck is that kid Nathan Drake? Are you fucking serious? Like, that is not Nathan Drake. I'll give you that he looks like a weak-ass fucking nerdy fucking Peter Parker. I'll accept that. But, like, you had a better Nathan Drake right, like, up against him. Like, Marky Mark was a fucking better Nathan Drake. Like, how is Marky Mark Sully and Tom Holland is Nathan Drake? Like, what? Like, I would accept fucking Mark Wahlberg as Nathan Drake. I'll give you that. I can fucking put my mind in that fucking world. Uncharted was a game meant to be like a movie, so they made a movie. Right. Yeah. Without the yellow paint to carry you along in a movie like that, it's easy to lose the plot. I don't know. The Last of Us, I still think was fucking worse than Uncharted could ever be. I think The Last of Us is just an okay story inside of a very, very, very bad video game. And dated. Like that is one of the most outdated feeling video games that I've ever played in my entire fucking life. Where it feels like, man, you guys never learned how to make anything other than a fucking PS3 game. Like, I don't know how much of the game, like, I spent carrying a fucking ladder around, like, oh my god, where do I go fucking next? Oh, the yellow spot on the wall. Put the ladder up there. Like, that was just not a fucking good experience for me. And then, like, all anybody seemed to care about in that game was like, oh my god, the little girl says fuck a lot. I'm like, yes. And it gets annoying. I don't know. I don't like shit that's just completely bleak either. Like, what is there to hope for in that universe? Like, it's all just bad things happen. You walk fucking around the block, more bad shit happens. I don't need to, like, fucking watch My Little Pony all fucking day long, but something that depressing, I got a limit. And another thing about Uncharted being a fucking movie, it's like it already exists. You know, Uncharted was basically an Indiana Jones kind of made more accessible to a younger audience, so to speak. Let's just say a modern audience. Let's make an Indiana Jones that modern audiences can get behind. Like, that's Uncharted. So right there to just say, let's make a movie off of that, it's not even needed. My Little Pony. Well, right, and that's another whole thing. Like, if you've got a video game that has a great story, and you're saying, "Hey, let's make a movie about this great video game story," why do you then go fucking change everything up? Like, that's what I don't fucking understand. Like, that has never made any sense that you're sitting here saying, "Let's make a movie off of this story, but we're gonna fucking change everything." You know, it's like they couldn't figure out why are video game films failing? Well, it's because you're making a video game movie that's not about the video game. And people aren't that stupid. I remember how fucking amazed I was that the Mortal Kombat movie, the first Mortal Kombat movie, was actually good. Alright, am I supposed to put anything specific in this location? Hey, we might actually have just done what I needed to do. Let's do a research probe here. Alright. That might have been... Oh, 9%. I need another beacon. So there should be obtain the data... Should be something around here. Kill this guy just for fun. I normally don't kill iron swids for fun. But this is a particularly ugly looking one, so we're taking him down. Man, that sword fucked him up. See, when I'm not fighting level 35 enemies, I'm not completely incompetent in this game. Yeah, I think that's got to be the one thing that they never really understood about adapting a game to be a movie, is that what's good about the storyline is what you should be adapting. You know, you don't need... Oh, there it is. Look at that. How crazy is that was my little mission objective right there. Was just some red thing that you've never even seen before. Just kind of hanging out behind a fucking bush. Crazy. Alright, well there's that mission done. Let's go back to the barracks now. Yep. Blade barracks. Put our fast travel locations on. Let's go. Now, the Resident Evil movies are tough because the first one was excellent. The second one was okay. And then they just became like, all right, Mila Jovovich needs another fucking paycheck. I mean, and her husband is the one that was directing those. So then it really gets kind of like a gray area. Like, you could just tell she was over it, but they're like, hey, come on, money, 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 money. No, remember, was it the first, is that the one, the first Resident Evil movie is the one where, like, somebody gets, like, sliced with, like, glass or something? Am I remembering that right? Like, somebody has, like, glass come down. Right. Her husband had her working for free. Right. Just like, you got to make another one. But yeah, isn't that in Resident Evil? Like, the glass comes down and it, like, impales the dude in half. And then, like, his front, like, slides down and you see, like, all his insides or something. Is that? Am I remembering that right? I want to say that's a Resident Evil movie. Oh, it was lasers? Okay. Okay. I like that little girl. You're all going to die here. I think that's in there too, isn't it? You're all going to die here. Just like so matter of fact and calm. Wasn't the one with Nemesis? Didn't it like get like really bad once Nemesis? I think that was like the jumping the shark moment for the Resident Evil movies.
Getting stronger.
It was like Nemesis, like that. If I remember, that was like really fucking cringy. All right. Oh, got some more level 1s we can accept. That's a gathering. That's a gathering. 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 I might even like have some of these pop as soon as I accept them, because I've collected a lot of shit. Nope. These are events if you have friends. I don't have anybody with an affinity yet. You can accept his mission. His party exceeds. Alright, there should be another mission we can go out and do. Yeah, I did not watch the Monster Hunter movie. I mean, like, I love Monster Hunter. Like, as far as the games go, I'm all about them. But that movie, you just lost me with the entire premise. The entire idea of like, yeah, you know, we get some people and they're swept up. And again, like, why did you need to change anything? There was absolutely no reason to change it up like that. You know, prime example of like the story was good enough as it is. You don't need to change anything. We could just roll it all back. To be honest, though, that movie was still probably better than a lot of like modern day bullshit. Because at least I'm probably guessing that they didn't get political with the monsters in any kind of way. I don't think like Rose Tico popped up in the middle of the Monster Hunter movie and was like, "Oh my God, hunters, we've got to free all these animals that have been held captive on this planet because it's not right that people are betting on the races." Or do you like Rose Tico? Was that a soft spot? Sorry, I'm not sure if you're a Rose Tico fan or not. I think that was like when I completely knew Rose Tico was such a good character. I think the funniest part was that they fucking made action figures of Rose Tico. And like nobody bought them. And they were appearing on like the internet. It was like, free, take these. Let the ones you love die. Help the ones you Oh my God. Yep, I was like, well guys, Me and my wife and my daughter, dude, I made my wife work all day long and then come to a midnight showing with me to go see that shit. She fell asleep like a quarter of the way through. Dude, oh my god. I was literally like, oh, everybody, Star Wars is officially fucking dead. And I've never given it the time of day ever again. I did not go see, oh god, what was the last one? I don't even know what it's called. Oh my god. What the fuck is that one called? The last one. The Last Jedi is the one that we saw. And we were close to walking out of it. But it was, like, again, like I said, like a midnight showing. Oh, The Rise of Skywalker. Yes. That's what it is. The Rise of Skywalker. Okay. I did not see that. Nope. I heard that they in the line or in the movie, it's literally just, well, guys, we don't know why, we don't know how, Palpatine is back. That's literally a scene in the movie, and that, like, that's where it's left. Somehow, guys, Palpatine has returned. Oh, I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Like, a franchise that used to be held in, like, such high fucking regard. They revealed Palpatine returned in a Fortnite event? Give me a fucking break. That is unbelievable. That is so fucking stupid. Right, and it's just that, like, man, he is back, you know? Don't you remember? Snoke had, like, clones or something like that. Like, yeah, he's back. How fucking messed up is that entire fucking third trilogy? I'll be honest. I liked the first one. I absolutely liked, I actually own it. The Force Awakens. I mean, like, I thought the intrigue of, like, wow, who are Rey's parents? And, like, I thought all of that was, like, a really good setup and a good place to start a third, you know, arc. And then all of a sudden, the second movie comes out, and you're just like, wait a minute. Like, wait, what? Like, we had a good movie, we had a good start, and now you're telling me that you just want to fucking piss all over every bit of that? I couldn't fucking believe it. Yeah, I think The Force Awakens is great. I went and saw it probably the first week, and I bought it probably as soon as I could. And then we found out that the Force is female, and they don't even want you to fucking buy to or pay to see a Star Wars movie. You know, they're basically like, fuck, if you're a man, fuck you, don't watch Star Wars. I mean, I don't know what else to say other than, like, that's what they fucking told everybody. Oh yeah, you're a man, don't watch Star Wars. I love those comments of, like, not everything has to be made for you. And it's just like, well, that's true, except for the fact that, like, there wouldn't be a fucking Star Wars if it wasn't for us. You know, like what are you talking about here? You wouldn't have been able to buy a franchise that just made money, you know, off of the name if it wasn't for the fucking nerds that fucking watch that shit. And then they tell you, well, it's not made for you. Hey there, Story. Welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, I am about to end it, I think. Think we've got a good place. I've got to do all this grinding on the fucking map, and it's driving me a little bit nuts. But I do appreciate you dropping in to say hi. I appreciate it. And Ben for hanging out all this time. That said, we're about 4 hours into this one. It's been fun. It has been fun. Got anything interesting that you did today, Story? Planning on doing anything? Yeah, my coffee's even gone. Yeah, we're close to 4 hours. I think it is probably time. I had Ben keeping me company most of the time. That helps always when somebody wants to chat with you. Much love. And I did get my secondary monitor. I would recommend this to anybody. Get a portable monitor. It was like 80 bucks. We did get some story missions, quote unquote story missions. Or we didn't get to the story missions, but we tried, I should say. But I'm going to try and grind this map bullshit where I gotta discover areas on the map. Try and grind that off so we can hit the story. I promise this game will get a lot better once we get inside of like the mechs and stuff. Can fly around and do some cool stuff. Alright though, everybody. Thanks for stopping in. It's been great. Hopefully we'll get you in the next one story a little bit longer to chat. But I'm going to end it. Thanks, Ben. Bye, Story. Bye, Ben. Bye, wife downstairs. It's probably still watching. I don't know if Pledge is here or who else, but I appreciate y'all. We'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.